For 25 years, the NPCA, known as the CPCA since 1995, have finished its season at Lloydminster's Exhibition Grounds, home of the famed 5/8 mile Halstead Downs racetrack. It's here where the Tour's best drivers vie for a spot in arguably the most coveted chuck wagon event besides the Calgary Stampede, the culmination of 27 race days through 8 tour stops, better known as the CPCA Finals.
This is the CPCA Stanley Cup. Comparing it to hockey or CFL, NFL Grey Cup, Super Bowl of the CPCA. To come to Lloyd and run big center, that grandstand packed every night. You can't say enough.
The 2017 edition of the Tour's Ultimate Test brings with it a different sense of excitement. It's the event's silver anniversary, only made better with the introduction of a new title sponsor and captivating slogan. On the line, a brand new Ram truck, a prize to the fastest of 4 drivers who will compete for the diesel-powered machine on racing's last day, August 20th.
It's huge. It's what we strive for all year long. You want to run consistent and clean, and to get into that finals to run for that truck. And it's great that Denham Kaiser, they took over, and it's huge that they're putting up a truck for us, which is sure nice of them.
But before those drivers line up for Sunday's final turn of the barrels are 4 days of pounding hooves, screaming fans, and the rattles of wagons. And before the track is open for business, it's Mother Nature who's the first to arrive.
Hi everyone, I'm Gerard Lampau with a look at our weather details for today. And as you know, we had those showers basically from about early in the morning at 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And that's been the pattern for the better part of the day.
2 days of relentless rain have made a mess of the Tour's premier track. And for drivers, it's created a less than desirable situation, given the excellent weather they've faced all season.
We've been pretty lucky all year. We've had rain all around us, or rain on the day, and then it would clear up and we'd be good to go. But it's pretty wet out there right now, and it's probably going to be heavy. And I know for myself, I got a left wheeler that's dynamite on a dry track, but you put him on a heavy track, and I don't think he'll finish.
That's when the mistakes are generally made in the barrels. The infield's heavy and this and that, and the wagons don't slide, and if you don't cut your barrels just right, you're going to end up knocking them over. So you got to be very careful when the track gets heavy like that in the infield.
Day one of the finals brings overcast skies, yet a gentle breeze. Mother Nature's way of assisting to clean up the mess she made earlier. Harrowing equipment show the havoc wreaked from earlier showers, evidence of a track still days away from optimal condition. At drivers' nearby campsites, the excess water has created miserable conditions for humans and animals alike. Every one of the Tour's 23 drivers have run Lloydminster's track before, but only one hasn't done it from the wagon box. With his first Halstead Downs test moments away, excitement has been replaced with another feeling.
Feel a little bit nervous, and it'll be different hooked with 4 wagons, so it's going to be a lot different on the track, and so we'll see how it goes.
Since an unfavorable CPCA debut in Dewberry, the rookie drivers seen dramatic improvement. But on day one, it's Stanley's old nemesis, the barrels, that have him working from behind.
The horn sounds and the charge is underway. Outriders mount up, stoves get loaded, and Jamie Labacane KOs his top barrel with side kicks. Gets out there along.
There's been a couple mistakes going through the barrels and going around them and knocking them over, but you live and you learn. So.
The real story of day one comes from 2 drivers whose barns are separated by a makeshift road, and whose 4th and 5th place standings separated by 2.5 points.
Shoulder rubbed the bottom barrel as he went by.
For me, I mean, it's only going to take a hiccup to knock myself out of there. So, you know, I gotta really tighten my belt to get there. The BJ's, you know, in a good heat behind me. He's got a chance out turning some of those guys. I'm not saying he will, but he's got a shot at it.
The biggest thing is going to be going out there and putting my best foot forward every night. Is there anything else I can do? No, I can only do what I can control.
Heat 7 bears opportunity for Kerry, a chance to take over 4th spot in the driver's standings. With Labacane waiting for his turn on the track, Kerry's race is over before his outfit clears the barrels.
There's the horn, and the start is a good one. BJ Carey takes out his top barrel, however, with Dallas Dick in hot pursuit into the outside.
Knocking over a barrel is a critical mistake for Kerry, and as his oldest son Mitchell watches at the final turn, everyone knows what the 5-second penalty means for the 11th year driver.
I knew it was going to be a heavy infield, and I held them left all the way to the top, and I couldn't hold them any farther.
We love our job.
The final heat of day one features the man everyone's chasing, Wayne Knight. This isn't the veteran driver's first rodeo, so to speak. And even though he resides at the top of the CPCA's leaderboard, Knight knows as well as anyone just how quickly things can change.
You work hard to keep your horses healthy, and you work as a team. And that's the sad part about Sunday. If one personality doesn't want to be there, you could lose. And that works for 2 outriders and myself and the 6 horses. So
Knight's Heat 8 win solidifies his grip on first, while Labacane's 33 points on day one increase his lead on Kerry from 2.5 to 14.5 points. Cleaning wagons becomes a priority for some drivers, while for others, bathing dirty horses becomes an enjoyable chore in the sun. At nearby Camp Flanagan, Tugs chooses to rest in the straw, while others bask in the relief the much-needed sun offers. Chris Flanagan has good reason to smile and enjoy his company. The 4th-year driver ended his 2016 season in 22nd place, a stark difference to the standing he currently enjoys.
I've only had 2 shows where I took some penalties, so without them I'd probably be sitting in the top 8 or so, but everybody can say that, so But other than that, I think we're 12th right now, so I really can't complain. The horses have been running good, and they've been staying healthy, and it's been a great year.
After a 15th place driver standing finish earned him Rookie of the Year in 2014, Flanagan struggled to get back to this point. And he knows just as well as anyone how fortunate he is to be in this spot, given the competitiveness of all the drivers on tour.
This has been one of the most competitive years since I've started. You have to be on your game. Like, even going past your barrel 3 feet can cost you going from top 5 to top 10. That's what I was stressing about being lucky enough to stay clean this year, was the fact that if you took one barrel, that took you out of that show, and 3 guys would jump by you in the standings.
With another chance for Flanagan to make a move on the leaderboard nearing, drivers in earlier heats are seeing the type of benefit the fair weather has provided to track times. As Flanagan waits, the fast time of the night is delivered, courtesy of a driver earning a career first. Day money.
But it is Lane Tournier and G-Force Oilfield Services Bonnyville rounds the turn and sets himself bound and down for the home stretch drive.
I'm so happy for the horses, and my girlfriend Leah and my barn help back here, they do everything in the barn with me, and it's great to be rewarded. We've had a couple top 5s, we've been close this year, but this is the first, so it's fun.
But Tournier's not the only one smiling. Thursday night offers music, laughter, and some good eats at Camp Molly. It's a fitting end to a great day for drivers and fans. Day 3 begins in Wayne Knight's barn, where his horses are treated to a spa day of sorts. A pampering for thoroughbreds that have given everything they have for the veteran driver. Plus, everyone enjoys a nice treat from time to time.
They're just loving candy for him.
You know, the horses, they seem like they're enjoying it as well. So, again, you know, the one horse has went every trip, and he seems like he's getting stronger. And is it a rub off from us, or maybe we're getting the rub off from him? But it's kind of fun.
While over at the Mitsuing barn is a reminder for any passers-by that championships, quite literally, run deep in Mitsuing family bloodlines.
The first championship would be more hype than the second one and so forth, but last year winning my 7th championship was really, really exciting, and year before I had a chance to win it too, and then we had a little mishap, so last year was a real good one for me.
Does it ever get old?
No, it never gets old.
Heat 3 features the rookie Louis Stanley and 2 non-point wagons, one of which is Chris Molly's, who, barring a complete breakdown, will be driving in his 3rd straight championship dash, a testament to the season he's put together.
Is that black and yellow wagon still tied up there, Rick? Is he moving around? It's been really good. It's had a show win, quite a few day monies, so I'm really, really happy with the way the horses are running. And you know, I had that one bobble in Onion Lake, but that was driver error. No one to blame but myself. But the horses are running really well.
Unbeknownst to Molly, he'll be part of a heat providing the day's fastest time. As onlookers stand by, the race gets underway, and it's a familiar name with the early lead.
Kicks Express, kicking a little dust up on the McCallum outfit. Rocky Bremner as he KOs his bottom barrel, and Jamie Labacane takes to the lead with Chris Molly.
It's a lead Labacane doesn't relinquish. driving his outfit to the first sub 1 minute 22nd time of the week. Hopefully for Labakane, a precursor for what may take place with his point outfit in Heat 8. As the participants for Heat 7 move on to the track, one of the drivers has an outside shot at the last spot in the dash. But in the blink of an eye, it's gone. And the hope of taking home a truck, gone with it.
Heat number 7, quiet on the set. There's a horn and the charge is underway. BJ Carey's big black wheel team charges in a hurry, but there's a barrel down at the bottom for some reason.
Carey would later say, "It's not an easy feeling when you're turning your top barrel and you see your bottom down," which may be a huge understatement, given his striking distance before the horn. But when the veteran driver looks back on his season, it's one set of races he believes cost him a spot in Sunday's dash.
I wasn't very happy with the start, and it's like I've told everybody else, I've left points out there, and my points that I left out there were in North Battleford, and if that was the case, I probably wouldn't be sitting in 5th. But Jamie might not have hit a barrel that he hit, or vice versa. So it's like I've said in every sport, every point counts, whether you're first of the season or at the end.
Meanwhile, over at the Mitsui barn, the 7-time champ is getting ready for the day's final heat, with a team fresh off a stint away from the track. And Mitsui is working off barrel 1.
The main hook, I sent them home from Taylorford, so they're at home resting, and my son Dale and Devin are looking after them there. So chances are they won't even come out till when I hit 1 barrel, due to the fact that the track's going to be off, the first couple of days for sure.
A 27th place finish means the strategy doesn't work. Or maybe it does, and his hook needs time to get back in the groove. Either way, it's left the CPCA veteran in a predicament, with the finals dash 2 days away.
They weren't charging hard enough to stop it.
Friday night brings a festive atmosphere to the barns of DJ and Daniel King. Tate's Renegades have come through, providing many, or maybe a couple, with a great send-off for the 2017 season. While for others, hanging around a comforting campfire is the way to spend a Friday night. Saturday morning brings more fair weather. Sun and a light breeze, almost completely removing any trace of the brutal track conditions hampering drivers earlier in the week. Unexpectedly, a watering vehicle moistens the track, a circumstance unforeseen days earlier.
There's all sorts of scenarios you can put yourself in, and you just hope that you have outfits that it doesn't matter if it's wet or sunny or dry or whatever, they run and beat everybody out there, but that's not always the case.
The Tour's lone rookie, Louis Stanley, pulls up for one of his final heats of the season, just in time for some last-minute tips. And although he hasn't earned day money or a show win, the Frog Lake drivers found what's really important to him.
It's a big honor to my community because we just got the track done in Frog Lake, and they've been waiting for some community drivers to start wagon racing, so couldn't hope for anything better.
Chris Flanagan's somebody who's found a lot of inspiration through family who've been in the wagon box. And as someone who outrode in the WPCA, he's found a home on the Canadian side.
It's just nice. I mean, our furthest show was 3 hours away, and we can run home during the weekend and load up with supplies and feed and stuff. And all our tracks are great. All our fans are great. I like being here.
And he'll like it even more when on this day he becomes one of 3 drivers to drive a sub 1 minute 20-second time. It's a fast time indeed, but not fast enough to beat Jamie Labicane, who earns his 2nd day money in as many nights. All that remains is one final day. For 18 drivers, one final shot at day money. But 4 will race one time around the track for a much bigger, more functional prize. The sun rises on the CPCA's final day of 2017, revealing an empty grandstand awaiting hordes of chuck wagon fans clamoring for one thing: the dash. As drivers put some finishing touches on horses that have brought them to this point, it's those very horses that know it's nearly time to run the track one final time. The final 5/8. The grandstand fills quickly, and for fans, anxiety rises because they too are aware of what's on the line for the drivers in Heat 8. Ray Mitsuing, hoping to earn his 8th Canadian Championship, is the first to arrive, followed by Chris Molley, one of the Tour's most consistent drivers. Jamie Labicane, who finished 2nd in this very dash a year ago, still wears the cast from a fractured ankle he suffered in Calgary. And Wayne Knight, already crowned the High Point champion, rounds out the field. Because of that very championship, Knight's given his choice of barrel, and he's chosen 1, because as he simply put it, it's the shortest distance around the track. And the time has come to see if that choice was the correct one.
Heat number 8, wide on the set. From the outside goes Jamie Labicane. From the inside, Wayne Knight and Quest Logistics. 4 wagons across the track. You can cover them with a blanket. Roll around that first turn, and Wayne Knight, Quest Logistics, has that rail. Second, 3 wide across the track. You'll find Ray Mitswing, Sunridge RV with all the speed you need. In the middle, Chris Molley, PWM Steel hanging in there stride for stride, and Jamie Labicane, Pro-Live Crane Services, in the back of the pack, gobbling up a dust. But look at this. It is Quest Logistics in his quest for yet another championship. Wayne Knight guides them in to that 3rd turn, and now he's got company coming. Closing ground, Chris Molley, PWM Steel, eases on ahead of Ray Mitswing and Sunridge RV, and Jamie Labicane closing ground from the backside. He needs some room to get to the front end, and here they come to the home stretch drive, headed to the wire with his wheels on fire. Wayne Knight, Quest Logistics, clear the winner at the PWM Steel finish line. Wayne Knight.
I've done well, always done well in Lloyd, or most years. So, it's just fun to go out and have fun. That minute and a half out there is what I think every driver likes the most. You work long hours to get for a minute and a half.